Hey Leo! How's it going? How was y'all's December? I hope it was fantastic. There was a lot going on. Happy January 2018. Happy New Year. Yeah, so I'm just excited to talk to you Leos because you are my tribe. I'm a Leo. I'm a Leo sun. I'm a Leo rising. And I have a couple of other planets in Leo too. So I'm just very Leo. And so it's always fun to talk to you guys and just to see what is coming up for us. And hold that thought, I'm going to take a drink of tea. Whew, okay. So, anyways, I'm going to be doing more of an intuitive reading this time and just talking a little less about astrology. But I'm going to note a couple of things for you here in the reading. And oh yeah, look at this. See, I'm wearing red. Felt like sprucing it up, for the fire signs here. So, boom shakalaka. So at the beginning of January, literally January 1st, the first day of January is the full moon. And the full moon is going to be in Cancer, which is beautiful because the moon is ruled by Cancer. Cancer rules the moon, vice versa. So it's its natural home, and it's going to be just, I feel like, a very nurturing and beautiful place to start the year at. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and take it down here and see what the cards and runes have to say. And Leo, I started shuffling your cards already, but we're just going to go ahead and shuffle a little more. And so just one other little astrological thing that I want to note for January. At the very end of January, January 31st, is going to be the first eclipse. And I believe it's a lunar eclipse. And it is going to be in your sign, Leo. It's going to be in Leo. And so, powerful stuff. And in 2017, we had 2 Leo eclipses that happened. And the North Node is also still in Leo and will be until the end of 2018. And so, just the North Node alone being in anyone's sign is a beautiful thing. And it can kind of make other people more attracted to you, can make opportunities come to you with a little more ease. Now Saturn, oh yay, happy graduation fire signs, because Saturn has graduated from the fire sign. Saturn has moved on from Sagittarius, has moved on from Sagittarius and into its own sign, Capricorn, which is awesome. And it's moved from your 5th house, Leo, which is the Leo house, the 5th house, about fun, entertainment, romance, creative things. And it's moved on from there. So that alone opens you up to such a beautiful opportunity again, to create, to be in love even. All right, and Leo, I'm going to pull a couple of runestones here as well. All right, Leo. All right, I'm going to take you right back up here with me. Boom. Okay. I'm just kidding. Let's a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, I can be weird with you guys, right? Y'all know. Y'all know. I'm struggling here. I'm seriously struggling. Okay, here we are. So, all right, wow. So, Leo, the first of the month here, we have the Page of Swords. And to me, this can represent some of you Leos embarking on a new trade, a new type of work, a new type of learning. Maybe you're studying something brand new. Some kind of new study, new reading even, which I guess could be study. But there's something about some kind of new journey, a new start to something. And it's a really positive, strong start to something. I feel like maybe a lot of you too have been manifesting and speaking your intentions. And now those intentions and those things are happening. That new study, that new website, that new story, that new article if you're a writer, stuff like that. That new thing is being launched and you are in full awareness. That's what I'm picking up. And with the Cancer full moon, I feel like in a lot of ways, yes, Cancer is a water sign. And sometimes, a lot of the times, water isn't the most complementary element towards fire. But I feel like because the moon, and Cancer is ruled by the moon, is so complementary. The moon and the sun work together. And Leo, you're ruled by the sun. So I feel like Cancers and Leos really do have a certain connection, that you two signs wouldn't have with other signs. There's just a certain understanding and working and collaboration, that us Leos have with Cancers, because it's the sun and the moon, and the sun and the moon work together in the sky. They create day, they create night. And anyways, so I believe really strongly here that around the beginning of the month here, things are being illuminated for you, and you're going to know. You're going to know, and you're going to be launching some things. And some of you might just be furthering study. Or maybe some of you, it might be really communicating clearly, effectively, what it is that you're needing, what it is that you're wanting, so that you can really set the stage for 2018. I feel like Page of Swords is really setting you up. And Wunjo is the rune that you have for the first half of the month here. And Wunjo is a beautiful rune, one of my favorite runes. It is the rune of all happy, joy, things that bring you joy and success and prosperity. and that just essentially make your heart happy. And I feel like whatever you guys are studying or working on, websites you're launching, writings that you're publishing, the things, public speaking even, or just whatever you're communicating here too, is just going to pay off in a big way. And most importantly, it's going to make you feel good about yourself and empowered. And going on into the second week here, that's empowered here with the Emperor. And it's funny because you, Leo, and I shuffled these cards really well. You, Leo, got 2 of the same cards that Sagittarius got in their reading. And oddly enough, the cards came out side by side too. A little different, but they still came out side by side, and they're still the same cards as Sagittarius. So some of you could be in the same circle as Sagittarius. Some of you might be maybe working with a Sagittarius. Or you just might find yourself being inspired and really empowered and creative with another Sagittarius. Now the Emperor is actually the Aries card. So it's still that fiery energy. But since it came up in the Sagittarius reading, I'm sensing that maybe a lot of you are dealing with a fellow Sag, or there just might be that inspiration that comes from a Sagittarius or another fire sign. So the Emperor, is giving you that strong foundation and energy and leadership ability to get things done, and is really helping you structure and helping you create that structured success and positive, happy, wealth building career that you need, because I'm sensing a lot of this has to do with work, really. I'm sensing that this month essentially is a lot about work. Now there could be some love happening for you guys. In fact, at the bottom of the deck, Leos, we have the Ace of Cups, which is reversed, but it is Ace of Cups. And to me, Ace of Cups does a lot of the time represent love and divine opportunity and feel goods coming in. It being reversed, we'll get into that. I feel like maybe just some of you might be resetting yourself at the end of the month, because we kickstart the beginning of January pretty strong. And because I think maybe we kickstart it so strongly and so powerfully, it might leave some of us Leos a little burnt out. And this Nine of Swords to me is kind of telling me that, but it's in reverse. And to me, it being in reversed, it's simply indicating, I don't think there's too much worry or too much tension or confusion or any of that going on. I don't think that's what this is about. I think this is simply about being tired. You might just mentally be worn out because you've been putting in all this work into this new area of study or new area of work, all this communication and this empowerment that the Emperor is giving you and energy, that's a lot. I feel like that's, and Wunjo here is driving you towards success in whatever it is you're doing. I think just a lot of Leos might need to pull it back, especially at the end of the second week or in the third week here. Just kind of pull back and rest. And look at your accomplishments. Yeah, because honestly, I really think that's all the Nine of Swords is about. It's just being a little tired from all of the work that you've put in. And it may, just because you are so tired and need to regather your thoughts, regather your creative ideas and inspirations for the next step, you just need a rest. You need a rest and allow yourself to meditate and to just regather that creative process, you know, within your head here. So, and carrying over into the last week of January here, I see that with Hanged Man as well. And you got 2 major arcanas out of these 4, which I think is pretty makes it a pretty strong reading. And by the way, the rune for the second half of the month here, Leo, is Sigil. And Sigil is that rune of strong power, being strongly motivated and being self-empowered. And that's why I think, essentially, since it is about that at the beginning of the month, that you're going to be feeling just burnt out from all that creating, all of that newness. And you might be here, you might be prepping a little bit for the lunar eclipse that's happening at the end of the month for you too. Could be hitting you a little bit early. And Sigil, you know, too, is also, it's not just about the power and the strong motivation and strong will that you have. I think it's strong premonitions too. But it is about creating and building lasting success for yourself. And I feel like that's what the Hangman is encouraging and bringing you to, Leo. And it's asking you to, you know, and again, going back to the lunar eclipse that happens in your sign on the 31st, I think that's where a lot of this Hangman energy is coming in. It's saying rest and gather your thoughts and these new downloads that are coming in for you with this lunar eclipse. It's going to bring you a whole new set of wealth building ideas and inspirations and new ways and perceptions to look at your business, to look at friends, meeting new people, getting plugged into new social circles, like how you come across in the community, your role in the community, how you are spotlighted in the community. And I'm picking that up with Sigil too, with Sigil being that rune of strong self and sometimes very strongly of self, like it can sometimes come across as self-centered, but I'm not picking that up for you guys, because yeah, this really, the Hangman, that's what he's all about, is being happy where you're at right now, being proud and happy of yourself for all this work that you did at the beginning of the month, all this new success and new things that you have going on, and it's going to pay off. And it's just going to bring you, at the end of the month, you're just going to have some extra bonus material. and more knowing and understanding. You know, by just being still and being content at where you are at present and where you're going. And this lunar eclipse is just going to bring you a whole new set of perceptions and wealth building power, I feel like. And it's really just opening you up to new forms and ways of success and of your own value too. Of your own value, Leo, because yes, you are, I mean, we've been learning it in the last year especially too, but some of that I think is still being carried over. You, Leo, have so much value. You are ruled by the sun. You have so much to give. You are also considered by many one of the most giving sign, one of the most, I would say probably the most, because you are ruled by the sun. And that's kind of where you and Cancer are alike too, because Cancer, being the moon, is also very giving. The luminary planets in general are very giving signs, because you have so much energy, you have so much power, you have so much inspiration and creativity and whatnot to give to others. You know, you have so much for yourself, you just got to share it with others. And that's also what makes you such a great leader and helps you be empowered with your decisions. And really, that's what the whole time the North Node has been in Leo. I think that has been one of the biggest lessons for the Leos, is reclaiming that self-empowerment and getting back to your heart's desire and the destiny that you feel drawn to in the world, and that you can be prosperous and make it work for you. You know, you don't have to have that 9-to-5 job like everyone else. And if you do, that's fine. If that's where you're happy at, that's fine, and expand on that. Be empowered in that work environment. But yeah, Leos, honestly, new stuff is coming in for you. You have, it's just a month of downloads and new learning, new opportunities coming in, self-empowerment. And you know, I just see a little bit of this reset from all of this coming in, and all of, you know, these new things that you're doing or studying or going after. You know, it just might leave you a little tired. But other than that, so much going on for you, and even in the stars, you know. So bear that in mind. And Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck, there still could be some love, I feel like, with some of us, that is kind of maybe under the surface. Not under the surface, okay. Maybe not being prioritized right now. Love isn't necessarily for you single people or for those who are in a relationship. You know, you might just kind of be good at where you're at right now. But there is an underlining theme, because anytime I see the card on the bottom of the deck, to me that tells me what the underlining themes are of the month. So for a lot of you, there are also some things happening and being addressed with your relationships. And some of you might be thinking about starting a new relationship, or have met someone new that you are establishing a connection with. And that's really what it is, establishing some things. But anyways, we're not going to make it about, it's not, this is primarily, I feel like for you Leos, a successful, creative month for you guys, and filled with downloads too that are going to just really empower you that much more, and that are going to give you some keys to success and wealth building. Okay, Leo, so that's it. That's all I have for you now. And it's just always really fun whenever I get to talk to my Leo tribe. So anyways, I'm doing personal readings now here in the new year. So I'm going to leave my Etsy shop information and link below in the descriptions. It's also going to be in the About Me section of my YouTube page. And if you're not following me on Instagram, look me up, follow me, we'll have fun. I like to do different tips and fun things on Instagram, you know, so it's just another way for us to connect. So yeah, all that information is going to be below, and I hope y'all really have a fantastic month. And I'm also going to be doing all of the signs full moon readings. So every month when the full moon hits, I'm going to have those readings available for each sign, and that works for your sun, rising, or moon sign. So without further ado, that being said, I will see you guys in February. Take it easy, but be creative, be confident, and enjoy this month too. There's definitely some work and whatnot that is being done with some new projects and things kicking off. But you guys can do it because you are amazing. So bye for now. Have a great month.